What's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday. Time for a best ball draft. Welcome. As you can see, it's just me today. Pierre is out of town visiting family, so I will be holding down the fort this week doing best ball drafts with you. Today, going to be doing a weekly winners draft. We'll get into that in a second. Actually, I'll talk about what that is if you don't know. First of all, Underdog, you can see right here, has tons of different drafts you can do. We'll be doing a best ball mania draft tomorrow, so get ready for that. But today I want to do weekly winners because this is a format I really like. If you're not sure what weekly winners is, this is exactly what it sounds like. There are payouts every week of the season. So rather than a tournament format where you have to make it to the final day to really make any money, every week in the season you could potentially win money. You can see down here, weekly prize breakdown, $20,000 to first. That's every week of the season. Pays up to 4,000 teams. So as long as you finish in the top 4,000 on any given week, you'll get some money back. So this is a great way to get your best ball action in if you don't want to go, into those very large scale tournaments that are very, very difficult to win. Same format in every other way as Best Ball Mania or any other tournament. Just again, every week there's a winner and every week it resets. So it doesn't matter how you did the week before. As long as you have one really good week, you can come out on top. Let me also remind you, if you haven't tried Underdog yet and you're like, hey, this looks pretty fun, I'd like to do that. That looks cool. Go to Underdog Fantasy, join using promo code ENDGAME because that's going to get you a free special pick, which you can use on pick'ems. We got NBA pick'ems going on right now, NHL. Of course, they're in the finals. That's going to end soon, but MLB every day of the year. And of course, football pick'ems are going to be coming up pretty soon. But also, you're going to get up to $1,000 bonus cash that you can use to do these drafts, do pick'ems, do whatever you'd like. So check it out, underdogfantasy.com. Just make sure you join using promo code ENDGAME when you do sign up. All right, but time to jump into this weekly winners draft here. So if you want to try to do some weekly winners with me, come on in, come jump in, get your Underdog accounts ready. I'm going to count us in here. We're going to join. We're going to do 20 seconds per pick, of course. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, and it looks like we are already full. Looks like I got the last spot, so sorry if you missed out there. All right, we're going to have the number 2 spot here. Number 2 spot. J-Love, what's up? Yes, let's go. Teddy, is this one for anyone? Okay, so this is a best ball draft. You have to be on Underdog, Teddy, for this one. But yes, Thursday is when we do our sleeper mock drafts. That is open to anyone. That will be on Thursday. Mark saying he's in at number 4. Nice. Let's go. I got the number 2. I'll take it. Probably going to be Bijan Robinson at the 2. And again, little different format here because you're not necessarily, you don't have to worry about week 17 correlations as much. You don't, if your team goes off in week 1 and then is terrible the rest of the year, it's okay. It's okay. All right, so there goes Chase. So yeah, I will go Bijan here. Shane saying good luck. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, team 3 taking a while here. Are they going to auto already? All right, Saquon. All right, here's Mark. Let's see what Mark does at the 4. Goes with Gibbs. All right. Oh, yeah, Luis at the 101. There you are, Chase. All right, we're going to be sniping each other all draft, apparently. Jefferson at the 5. That's good value. Ooh, Shane with the good question. This is interesting because I think we're going to do a video about this, actually. Shane asking, full PPR, do you like Genty or CMC? So we're going to do a video. I think when Pierre gets back, we're going to do a video where we talk about players like Genty and CMC or other players that are similarly valued where you might have a tough decision about who you're going to take. So, I mean, if you've been watching my videos, that you probably know I'm team CMC. And look, CMC went what 6 in this draft, so his ADP is definitely jumping up. But yeah, we're gonna do a video about that. I'm not sure which side Pierre's on, so you're gonna have to still watch the video to get his answer. Yeah, Mark, we're definitely looking for those weekly winners. Need your team to have a huge week. One huge week. You just have one huge week, you can win 20K. Even if your team's terrible all season long. Some interesting ADP in this. I mean, Henry at 8. You don't usually see Henry that early. Achan at 11. You don't usually see Achan that early. This is a very interesting draft here. Ooh, that's a good one, Charlene. I might add that. In fact, I'm gonna add that to our list. Pittman or Downs? I mean, I want to say neither, but I think I have to go Pittman. I mean, he's the number one wide receiver. The problem for Downs is he only plays in 3 wide receiver sets. Now, I think Downs could have like a Wan'Dale Robinson role in this offense, and he's better. He's better than Wan'Dale Robinson. I mean, he's definitely better than Wan'Dale Robinson. Josh Allen in the second. Derrick Henry, Josh Allen. I mean, I guess it is weekly winners. Maybe you just draft a little different in this. I don't know. But man, I mean, maybe if it's Daniel Jones, that's better for Downs. But I mean, what's the upside in this offense for Josh Downs? He gives you nothing after the catch. He's never been an after the catch guy. So he's not going to give you like, he's going to give you what he gets. I mean, Pittman's the same way. Pittman's not a big yard after catch guy either, but Pittman's going to catch more of the downfield passes. But of course, those downfield passes are coming from Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones, so you can't feel good. Yeah, this weekly winners must have some different ADP because I see Lamar Jackson's ADP is 17. Boy, I really don't like this spot. All right, I'm going to reach a little bit on Chase Brown. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll depend on the QB. It's just such a terrible QB situation there. Man. All right, let's go Harrison here. So I guess I'll say Pittman. I just feel like Downs, like when you look at Downs, I mean, hey, he's just a slot wide receiver. He's only out there on 3 wide receiver sets. He's just going to catch his little passes. He's not going to break off big plays. He doesn't have a ton of touchdown upside. I mean, I don't know. I guess Pittman, but honestly, I haven't drafted much of either, to be honest. Yeah, there's definitely some weird ADP here. This must be something they must do like separate ADP for weekly winners. Because we don't normally see a lot of these ADPs. Like Jaden Daniels is pick 28 normally. Eduardo's got a keeper league. Who would you keep? Brees Hall for a 5th or McBride? I think you gotta go Brees for a 5th. I mean, unless you're in tight end premium or something like that. Like, yeah, McBride's a great tight end, but he's just a tight end. I mean, sure, if Brees Hall busts again this year, you might regret keeping him in the 5th. But if Brees Hall is great this year, 5th round Brees Hall, I think you got to take Brees Hall. if you're getting like McBride in double-digit rounds or something, maybe I would take McBride, but you're only getting him around later than Brees. I think you got to go Brees. Again, unless you're in some kind of tight end premium. I mean, look at it. Like, we got T. Higgins, middle of the third, Terry, like, middle endish a third, JSN, middle endish a third. You're welcome, Eduardo. I like Brees this year. I think he's going to have a bounce back year. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Shane. Brees has the potential to be a league winner there. I mean, he could bust again. Could be a committee, but man, he's just got upside, and he's at a more important position than Trey McBride. I mean, Kyron in the fourth round. This is my first weekly winners. This is definitely weird. It's a weird draft. I don't know if is it always like this? Anybody done weekly winners? Is it always like this? Yeah, I was really hoping Garrett Wilson would fall to me. That would have been crazy. So New Mixed Vision saying did two earlier, and yeah, it was super weird. This is a weird draft. All right, Hurts gone. We need wide receiver upside. Let's go Worthy here. Why is Kenneth Walker being drafted so low? Because he wasn't very good last year. I mean, that's it. That's how most people value players, how good they were or were not last year. Yeah, so Shane, the format is exactly the same. I mean, I guess I could. Let's go Pickens. Let's get some weekly upside with Pickens. Emil, what's up? Thoughts on this trade? Jacobs, Debo, Samuel, and a 26-second for Saquon? I mean, it's probably fair, like value-wise, but I think I still just want Saquon. I mean, Saquon and Jacobs basically the same age. I think Saquon might be like half a year older than Jacob, maybe 1 year older than Jacobs. I have no interest in Debo, especially in Dynasty. A second isn't bad. It's not like a worthless pick, but I mean, we're talking about Saquon Barkley. He's still one of the best running backs in the league. So I think it's a fair offer. Like, I wouldn't, like, if I have Saquon and somebody sends me this offer, I'm not going to be insulted. But I think I still just want Saquon. Like, if it was a younger running back, like if it was, I don't know, like if it was maybe Achane, maybe even Bucky, maybe even Brees, somebody like that, maybe then I would want that side. But Madden curse for Saquon? I mean, maybe. Look, if Saquon gets hurt this year or doesn't have a great season, it's probably not going to be because of the Madden curse. It's going to be because he just had a historic season and expectations are sky high. Thoughts on this Dynasty trade? Hurts for Knicks and Walker. Ooh, now that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, I think if you need this seems another like pretty fair trade here. I think it probably comes down to team need. If you need, like, if you're deep at running back and you need like an elite top 5 QB, then I think the Hurts side is fine. But if you're really hurting at running back, you need running back help, I think Nixon Walker is fair for Jalen Hurts. So I think this is a very fair trade. I think this comes down to what teams needs, and hopefully it helps both teams, as most trades should. Now you got me wondering. This is still 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 1 QB. Everything's the same. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it feels like people are drafting more for floor in this format. But I still think you should be drafting for upside. I mean, your goal is to win a week. Right? That's like, your goal isn't to like finish in the money every week. I mean, that's not a bad thing, I guess, if you do, but you should really be trying to win a week. All right, let's grab Odunze here. I like that. What's up, Justin? You made it. Made it to a live stream. Welcome. Yeah, exactly. No risk it, no biscuit. I mean, you're trying to win a week. Like, if I finish dead last in 16 of the 17 weeks, but in the 1 week I'm not dead last, I'm first, I'll take that. I'll take my 20 G's. I'll be good with that. Let's go. Let's keep going with the upside wide receivers here. Since we theoretically have 2 stud running backs who should carry us most weeks. Yeah, Jennings could certainly be a monster early in the season, as could Ricky Pearsall. James, no, not an eliminator. We're doing a weekly winners here. So eliminator has these weird ADPs too. Interesting. I mean, eliminator kind of more like a floor tournament though, right? Like, isn't that? I've never done the eliminator. Isn't that where like they eliminate teams every week? Is that how it works? They eliminate teams every week. Jennings is an old man already. Wow. It's like 28 years old. Eliminator this year is 50-50 week 1. So half the field gets eliminated in week 1, and then you just play head to head. And what like the winner advances and the loser is out, I assume. Wow, that is an interesting format. That's a very interesting format. So you're sweating like every week. Your head-to-head matchup. If it's not bad enough, you're sweating all your fantasy matchups. Now, see, that's the thing. I don't want to sweat underdog matchups. And then the last 3 teams make up the final. Wow. That's kind of fun, though. I like that because like if it's just 3 teams in the final, like if you're one of the 3 teams, like it's pretty easy to see where you stand. You know what I mean? Like whereas the Best Ball Mania finals, it's like, a team goes from like 3rd to 30th. Like, you know what I mean? Jumping all around. That's a pretty interesting format. I just don't want to sweat. Like, I don't want to. What I love so much about best ball is I don't have to think about it during the season. I don't want to have to think about head-to-head matchups during the season. Like, even weekly winners, it's like, oh, okay, my team did terrible this week. Maybe I'll do better next week. Whereas in that format, it's like if you do terrible one week and, I assume your opponent won't do terrible, doesn't do more terrible, you're out. But it is an interesting format. I will say that's one of the great things. There's many great things about Underdog, but they're always coming up with creative stuff like that. So you got to like it. Dynasty trade Superflex Travis Hunter for Bryce Young. Ooh, man. Hold on. I'm gonna grab a tight end here because I really like Evan Ingram. And then we're going to get Dak here to stack with Pickens. Let's go. Like that. Like that. Hunter for Bryce. Oh, man. Again, I feel like this is so tough because these are like 2 guys that you don't feel like. We obviously don't know Travis Hunter yet. I mean, we know the talent is there, but we don't know like what's the usage going to be, what's the situation going to be. Bryce Young is still such a mystery as well, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm too low on Bryce Young, but I think I take the Travis Hunter side here. I feel like if I need a QB, I feel like I can get a better one than Bryce Young for Hunter. But look, this is one of those trade. This is what makes Dynasty great, because this is one of those trades that this time next year we could be saying like, oh, there's no chance I would give you, Bryce Young for Travis Hunter, or there's no chance I would give you Travis Hunter for Bryce Young, right? Like if Bryce Young goes out there this year and builds off what he did last year and gets even better, and let's say Travis Hunter is playing on defense more than we'd like and not racking up a lot of fantasy points, the Bryce Young side is going to win this trade handily. But it could go the other way. It could go the other way too, right? If Bryce Young regresses, if Travis Hunter is a stud. So as we see here right now, I want Travis Hunter. But it wouldn't shock me if at this time next year we're saying, Bryce Young over Travis Hunter for sure. But right now, I would rather just hold Hunter. I think you can get a better QB for him. I don't know about Travis Hunter by a mile. Like there's still like I've taken Travis Hunter in a couple of my rookie drafts where I had like a top 2, top 3 pick. But I also understand there's real risk that Travis Hunter never gets the opportunity to be the guy that he could have been. Especially if he's playing a lot on defense. So all right, back on the clock here. Probably time to hit running back again. I like my boy Scattaboo. Shane saying regretting he didn't take Tet McMillan. Oh, you took Hunter over McMillan? No, I think that's fine. I think Hunter over McMillan is fine. Again, Hunter has a chance. Hunter has the chance to be great. Like if the Jags said like, okay, we're just gonna make Travis Hunter a wide receiver and that's it, then yeah, then I would say Hunter by a mile over Bryce. But again, there's a dynasty values change all the time. Mark saying's got Ted and he's Bryce. I don't think you have any worries about Bryce not feeding Ted. Ted, I think he'll be fine. He'll feed him. He'll feed him. Ooh, there's an interesting one. McCarthy and Penix Jr. or Penix Jr. I mean, I want to say McCarthy, but more so because I believe that much in Kevin O'Connell. And I do worry the Falcons just they improved the defense. I do worry that it's just Bijan in the running game getting like, all the work there and them hardly throwing the ball. So I'm going to give the slight edge to McCarthy, but that one's very close. And again, this is one that could really go either way. All right, let's go Benson here. I like Benson. Murray couldn't see Harrison over the line. The biggest issue for Murray and Marvin Harrison last year was the terrible way they deployed Marvin Harrison. Well, let's go. It was between two. I was between Tootin and Benson. Let's grab both of them. Or do I want to go Besh here? Or you know what? Let's go Herbert to stack with Trey Harris. Let's do that. Now we could be done at QB. Yeah, the way they deployed Marvin Harrison last year was terrible. It's terrible. They gotta do different stuff this year. Gotta hope they do different stuff. This is an interesting draft, I guess. So I got Dak and Herbert. That's probably good enough in this format. Bijan, Chase Brown, Scattaboo, Benson. I like that. Harrison, Worthy, Pickens, Odunze, Pearsall, Trey Harris. I don't hate that. Still only one tight end with Evan Ingram, who I do like. Yeah, Bryce is short, but you know what's surprising about Bryce for being a shorter quarterback? Because this is something that like Russell Wilson kind of struggled with and still struggles with. Bryce was really good at throwing those in-breaking routes over the middle. And he's also really good. I mean, Russ was good on this too. But really good on those scramble type drills or whatever you want to call them, where like he's running around buying time in the pocket. And I think he's gonna mesh really well with Tet. Charlene's saying it's some of redrafts just like Tracy and Scadaboo together. I think it's fine in redraft. I mean, your hope is that one of them just is the guy and you can drop the other one. What you hate is like what we saw early last year where like if you drafted Zach Moss and Chase Brown and they're both just kind of doing nothing because neither one's getting enough work. So I think in redraft you can get away with a bit more because of course you can go to the waiver wire, if week 1 or maybe not even week 1 because you don't want to overreact. But let's say it's like week 4 and Scadaboo's only playing like 20% of the snaps. It's all Tracy. You can drop Scadaboo, or vice versa. So you have a little more flexibility that way in redraft. Whereas in best ball, I would never do that personally. Ray, is this a money draft? No, this is a money draft. This is an underdog weekly winners draft. We'll be doing the mock on Thursday, sleeper mock on Thursday. So be back here. Yeah, weekly winner. All right, let's go with Tank here. I like Tank. He's pretty undervalued this year. See the video of Carter and Scadaboo? No, what happened? They get in a scuffle? They get in a fight? All right, let's go Sicky here. Get our second tight end. You had 10 weekly winner teams last year and did nothing, Ray? Yeah. I mean, it's still tough. Still tough. Still going against a lot of teams. You got to have some big weeks for sure. Scadaboo looks like a mighty mite. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Ray, gonna get 20 weekly winners? Let's go. Are you saying you're gonna do 20 teams or you're gonna make 20K? You're gonna win the 20K. Well, yeah, big size difference. What is Abdul Carter? He's like 6. What is he? He's 6'3", 250 pounds. He's an edge rusher. Scadaboo's like a 5'10", 215-pound running back. Hopkins, yeah, I don't really give much thought to DeAndre Hopkins. I forgot he was even on the Ravens until I saw like something on Twitter today where he was answering questions. I'm like, oh, that's right, he's on the Ravens. So what happened between? Oh, it's just them standing next to each other. I mean, it's not that bad. You know what it is? Well, hold on. My pick's coming up. Mm-mm. I have too much Kareem Hunt. Well, but here's what it is. I'm going to show you. So I think this is the picture everybody's talking about. Whoops. Hold on. I got a pick coming up. Let's go Chig. Last tight end. We'll go one more wide receiver to finish. So I think this is I'm guessing. Well, hold on. How do I do this? I only want to pull up the picture. I mean, okay, so is this the picture everybody's talking about? Sorry. Where he looks massive compared to like Dayball and everybody. But then if you look, there's this picture here on Instagram where they're actually standing next to each other. I mean, yeah, he's bigger than him, but come on. That's Angle. That other one's Angle. Here they're standing right next to each other. Yeah, he's bigger than Scattaboo, of course, but he doesn't make Scattaboo look like a mini mite or whatever. All right. Well, these Tua Tyreek pair going to win me 1 week. They could. I don't know if they won any weeks last year. Did Tyreek even have like one good week last year? Man, it was crazy how bad he was. Yeah, I like Hollywood too. What was Tyreek's highest score last year? Like, what was his highest weekly score last year? Wow, he had 26 week 1. Oh, he had 28 week 14 against the Jets. Where did that come from? That's it. Those were his only 2. 6, 7, 8. I'm not even skipping weeks. 6, 7, 8, 12, 2, 13, 12, 11. Gosh dang. So bad last year. He had 19 in week 17. Yeah, week 1. Week 1, it was like, yeah, Tyreek, all right, here we go. And then it was like, what happened? Think that Keenan, yeah, I thought about Keenan there, but honestly, it's like, I mean, he hasn't signed yet. When's he going to sign? What is he, like 33 years old? I don't know. Is he waiting? Like, is he waiting for Lab McConkey to get hurt or something? I don't know. Waiting for Devontae Adams to get hurt? I don't know. I've had a hard time pulling the trigger on Keenan. All right, one more wide receiver. The 70-point game in Miami, wasn't that like 2 years ago when he was still really good? That was that crazy game. I remember that. All right, we're done. Let's check it out. The team here. Interesting draft. Definitely some way different ADP than I'm used to there. But I think I like the team. We got Dak and Herbert at QBs. That's fine. I think in this format, only having 2 QBs is fine because, again, you're just trying to win a week. You're just trying to win 1 week. So I don't think you need more than 3 here. We got Bijan, Chase Brown, Scadaboo, Benson, Bigsby, Hunt. I mean, I'm probably way too high on Hunt this year. Not that I'm super high on Hunt, but I've taken him too much. But we'll see. I like that running back room. I mean, Bijan and Chase should carry me. Got some potential on the bench. Don't hate it. Got Harrison, Worthy, Pickens, Odunze, Pearsall, Harris, Wicks. Yeah, I may not have a true wide receiver 1, but a lot of weekly upside. Again, just need a few of these guys to pop off on the same week. Help me out there. And I got the stacks. I got the Dak Pickens stack. I got the Herbert Harris stack, so that's pretty nice. Then we got Ingram, Gesicki, and Okonkwo at tight end. So there you go. Weekly winner. Plan on doing more of these. I like this format here. So I plan on doing more of these. Appreciate you guys being here. Luis, Mark, Charlene, Ray, everybody. BBM, Jeremy, BBM next. BBM tomorrow. Be back here tomorrow for the BBM. So be here at the same time, like 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 Eastern. Be back here for BBM tomorrow. And then, of course, on Thursday, we got the sleeper mock draft. Again, same time. So be here for that if you want to get in and do mock draft. Golden Child, it is always football season. Football season never ends, especially here at the end game. All right, everybody. Appreciate you being on here, checking it out with me, drafting with me. A ton of fun. I'll see you tomorrow for a Best Ball Mania. Enjoy the rest of your evening.